Hello music fans, here's another first impressions video, and today is February 4th, 2022, and so far for this year I think this has been the best day in terms of new releases because we got a great new release from Rolo Tomassi, and this is a mathcore album, I guess, but with lots of progressive rock, experimental, and post-hardcore influences in there. It's called Where Myth Becomes Memory. This is their 6th album, and this is a band with female vocalist Eva who can sing angelically. She can scream intensely. Both extremes are present here on this album. And if you like their last album, Time Will Die and Love Will Bury It, I believe it was called, you will probably like this album. It's quite similar in my opinion, and I'm actually having a hard time deciding which is better. Like, this could be their best album yet, Where Myth Becomes Memory. I only listened to it once, so having a hard time, but this is also so far could be an album of the year contender for me. I know it's still early in the year, so kind of hard to say that, but right now as it stands, it is probably my album of the year, and today is kind of release day of the year for me, and that's saying something because January 7th was a pretty good day with releases from Will to Run and Riverwood on that day, which up until today have been my top 2 favorite albums of the year. But yeah, this release from Rolo Tomassi is really great, and that wasn't the only thing today. Another great thing that came out today is from the band Persefone, and the album's called Metanoia, and this is progressive death metal, and it's an epic journey of an album with lots of ups and downs between fast and slow and soft and harsh, and there's a lot of great playing on here, great chops, technical guitar wizardry and shredding. So really impressive musicianship there from Persefone. And also this could be their best album yet too. This is their 6th album, and all their stuff is great, but the production on this just seems, and the playing, the performance, the composition seems like it's the best they've ever been, which and they started out quite great, so they are really upping their game, showing no signs of slowing down here. So those could be my top 2 albums of the year so far. Of course, I love the Will to Run album and Riverwood album that I mentioned earlier, but these 2 are really good. And the last new album that I checked out today is from the band Venom Prison, and the album's called Erebos, and this is maybe like melodic death metal, maybe. It's kind of got some hardcore influence to it, and some death metal influence. It's another album with a female vocalist who does cleans and harsh singing, like Rolo Tomassi. Really interesting. This is the first album from this band that I've heard, so I don't know if it's their best work or anything. I'll have to go back and hear the other stuff. But from what I heard, I'm pretty impressed. I think if you like these types of bands that can have the female vocal timbre delivering cleans and screams, if you like bands like Ginger, Spirit Box, Rolo Tomassi, Red Handed Denial, but this one's a little bit more slanted towards death metal, melodic death metal, rather than metalcore like those other ones are. You'll probably like this album if you like that kind of stuff. So yeah, all these albums today, they've all kind of had both polar extremes throughout the whole album. Really soft, beautiful stuff, but also really heavy stuff, and they're all really, really solid, really well done. All right, peace out. Until next time.